Okay, what's up guys, Robot here, and today I'm going to be bringing you episode 4 of how to make a YouTube background. And as I said, I don't really do these very often anymore, but I'm going to start doing them. It's just, there's too many, like most backgrounds take me longer than a tutorial, so it's not a great series to keep doing. But hey, today we're going to make something like this, a bit of a grungy kind of effect, and you can really have as much detail on this as you want. It's kind of unlimited, so I can teach you just what I've got here, which won't take that long, and then you can do the rest. Just find brushes and stuff is really what it is. So I'm just going to go to and get a template. YouTube templates. There we go. So I'm going to standard default template here, and you want to zoom in a bit. First of all, if you haven't got these templates, just download them from my 15k pack. But if you've got a template that you just can't be bothered, basically you just put a gradient on it that's 35%, so a black to white gradient, and then have the boxes as they are. So this default template is the standard like colours we're going to use. So if you want to go to channel sections, just double click that, select colour overlay. I'm going to pick a dark grey. You can go with like a white colour if you want, but I don't think it looks as good. Even though you're going to have to put up with a grey to white fade, I think it looks better. Okay, so I'm going to go with 090909. I'm going to add a drop shadow at distance 0, outer glow at normal grey, same colour as the modules, and lower the opacity a bit. And then I'm going to go with stroke, size 1, colour white, and blend mode to overlay. And then that's pretty much done, so I'm going to click OK there. And then I'm just going to go onto the optional fade, and then click on this little half semicircle white, half black kind of thing, and then just go to pattern. Actually, I'll show you how to make it, because if you guys don't have it, then if you go to new, Control N, width 1, height 2, and then zoom in as much as you can, because it won't actually let you zoom in that much, and then just double click on this layer background and then click OK, and then select one pixel at the bottom and then go to delete, and then select the other one and hold down Control or Command and press I, and it should invert it. So now what you want to do is hold down Control A and go to define pattern, and then click OK, and that should give you a stripy pattern. So now when you go to this semicircle here, you go to pattern, and then it should ideally on scale of 100 look very nice. But what you want to do there is lower the opacity to about 25%. There we go. Okay, so now we got that looking, the background's looking mainly as it should be. We're going to move on to the Cinema 4D part. So I've already got this scene kind of set up, but I'll go through it again just because you guys want to know how to do it too. So if we go to Cinema 4D resources and text template 1, I just got, alright, I'll delete that. In fact, I'm just going to go with the whole new kit. So I'm going to open Grayscale Gorilla Sight Kit. If you don't have this scene is, there's an equivalent in my 15k GFX pack. So if you just go there and download that pack, it might take you a while, but if you want to do it, then I guess it's worth it. So I'm going to go to MoGraph, MoText, and just change the font to Robot, because I can't do anything else, and go to font Big Macca. Now it's a free font. If you've got it, then that's great. If you haven't, then just type it into Google. There'll be tons of places to download it, and then just click OK. So now we're going to increase the height a bit until it fits this screen, and then I'm going to increase the depth to about 100, and add caps, fillet cap and fillet cap, and just leave those as they are. And then I'm going to Control C, Control V, just drag this back like that, and increase the caps to 10. There we go. And I'm going to increase the depth a bit more as well, actually, because it doesn't look too long. Okay, So now you've got two default black materials here. I'm just going to drag one of them onto this text at the back, and then I'm going to create a new material by double clicking here and go to colour, light blue. So that's 0, 82, 235 if you want to know. And then you have to go to luminance and reflection. Go to luminance, make it a very light blue. That's 0, 123, 255. And then I'm going to lower that to about 10%. And go to reflection and create a standard dark kind of bluish material. That's 0, 78 and 246. Click OK. And then I'm going to lower that down to about 15%. And just drag and drop onto the text like so. And then you've got your text pretty much. There's not much to it. It's very simple glossy kind of text. And you want to go to output 1920 by 1080. Excuse my random kind of pronouncing stuff. And then go to PNG, tick alpha channel, and I'm going to save it on my desktop. Roboto. There we go. Yeah, then you want to add ambient occlusion, colour correction, and depth of field. And I don't even know the last two do, but I still add them anyway. Go to custom location on the third tab up here of global illumination. Just click on the thing and click save wherever it comes up, and you'll be fine, because sometimes it just can't find it, so whatever. Alright, so there we go. I just hit render and we're going to wait for it to render. And I'm just going to pause the video quickly because I want to find the brushes to use in the next bit. Okay, we're back and the render has completed. So as you can see, it's just simple kind of bluish, but it's got very nice kind of like, you can see the kind of glows on the modules. Where am I going with this? Okay, so we're going to open the text on the desktop, which should have no background like this. You can select it all and just drag it into the background like so. So now I'm going to zoom out. I'm just going to save this because I always have a habit of saving the modules. Like, I have default templates and then I always start a customer's background on a default template, and I always end up saving it, so I've ruined the template, which just sucks. So I'm going to save it on here. Okay, that'll do. And then you go to Control T and then right click and click rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, and then zoom out a bit more if you have to, and just, you want to hold down shift and drag it inwards so it will maintain the aspect ratio, but it'll also make it smaller. And then position it alongside the modules. So we've got our simple text there, and I'm just going to move it up a bit and out a bit. And you want to go to, double click on this and go to gradient overlay, angle 180, blend mode overlay, and I'm going to lower the opacity to about 65, 64, something like that, because it's just a bit, the black was a bit, made it too dark blue, it looked a bit over contrasted. And then go to drop shadow and outer glow, blend mode, normal, colour, black. Okay, so then we've got our basic text. Now what you want to do is download these brushes. I'll keep a link in the description. They are the best grunge brushes I've come across so far, even though I only really use one of them because I think the rest of them are a bit overrated, but I'll leave a download link so you can get those, and a lot of people were asking me what they were for. So if you create a new layer below the text, select the brush tool and then go down to the grunge brushes, which are here, and then go on this one which is size 476, and that's the best one I think out of all of them. So if you just create some grunge brushes kind of behind the text, there we go, and I'm going to lower the opacity to 80, and that looks very nice. So now what we want to do is I'm going to create a new layer, 500 by 500, and then I'm going to double click on the background layer, click OK, select all by pressing Ctrl A and then hit backspace or delete. And now what you want to do here is select your polygonal lasso tool and just draw a random kind of shape with 4 sides. That's not random enough. There we go. and then fill that with black, and then press Ctrl A again, go to edit, define brush preset, and then just select OK. And now what you want to do here is go to your brush tool again, go to the brush preset, and you want to lower the size down to about 31, something like that, and then go to shape dynamics. If you've got this little brush thing over here, if you haven't, you want to go to window and then select brushes here, or you can press F5 apparently, but I'll just do it that way. Go to shape dynamics, size jitter all the way up, angle jitter all the way up, then go to other dynamics and opacity jitter all the way up. So now you want to click in random places around the text, and it will leave these kind of triangular brushes around there like that. You could shatter it if you want, scatter, not shatter, but I don't really see the point. So now I'm going to go to filter, sharpen edges, and that will give them a bit more of a crisp feeling. So that's really basically it. There's not much more to it. If you, as I said, if you want to add more detail, you can add a new gradient to the text just to give it a bit more depth. But yeah, there's really not much more to it. It's a very nice simple background. I think it gives a nice effect, but each to their own. And yeah, as always, you can download the PSD in the description, but you can't really do much to it without the Cinema 4D text. And I will leave a Cinema 4D I'll leave the PSD in the description, and at 300 likes I'll upload the Cinema 4D file so you can completely 100% do it yourself. So please rate the video, be sure to leave a comment, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.